Welcome to Gaming Fin, your channel for everything related to the gaming industry and the financial markets. And my friends, we have to talk about Ubisoft because there's some news. And I think it's worth it to have another video, my friends. So Ubisoft one-day chart today 0.76%. Obviously not big jumps to the upside, and also yesterday, my friends. So that's maybe important. You've seen my X posts, obviously -7 since yesterday, -7. Yeah, around about 8% from the top. Whew, this hurts, of course, but if you look at the one month chart, so it looks a little bit like the trend to the upside would still be intact. But guys, as I always say, I do not even exclude that we go back to the 10-11 euros. I do not exclude here. Let's go to the 1 year chart. I do not exclude that we even go lower on the 5 year chart, lower than even 10 euros. So everything is possible. 9 euros is possible. Everything is possible. Therefore, my friends, I'm not a financial advisor. This is an extremely risky bet, and probably you lose all your money if you do it. And if you now say, yeah, Mr. Orange, why are you doing it? So guys, yeah, I told you my thesis that something positive comes out of this. I'm not repeating the thesis overall, but I told you, worst case is, in my opinion, that we trade sideways over a longer time. Then this is a lot in opportunity costs. Best case is actually that they would by themselves create value again, Ubisoft. That's the best case. Second best case is that we're going to have an acquisition of Ubisoft, or that we're going to sell some IP rights, and from this point of view, Ubisoft would profit. So, but overall, I'm absolutely with you guys. Ubisoft has problems. It's a company that needs some restructuring. It is a company that did a lot of mistakes in the past, and it is a company, I hope it has learned from the past and is not doing those mistakes in the future. So this is absolutely clear. This is clear for everyone. So, my friends, therefore I agree with you, and I also agree with you that they had some problems with some sort of creative decisions, and probably also when Assassin's Creed Shadows comes now out in like 10 days. Probably it's not going to sell so good. So, but as I said, so I still like Ubisoft as a really high risk bet, because I think to the upside, for me, the probability that we move to the upside is a bit is higher than that we go bankrupt. So what Ubisoft would mean, it goes either bankrupt, biggest risk obviously, then you lose all your money, or they get acquired for a price that's under your price. So that's very important. So I, for example, I have now 15 euros, 30 or something round about here. You see, this is the green part here on the screen. This is my average price. This is not a bad average price if I look on Ubisoft in general on the chart. So my average price should be under 10 euros. This would be way more an interesting price, obviously, but it is not under 10 euros. It's now here, and this is what happens if you average down, obviously. And I know I talk a lot about Ubisoft. I have a lot of other stocks too, so that's always important. This is a small bet for me, and it's a bet where I would make nice holiday money if I would win this. So no financial advice, my friends. So you know this story. All right. So what did we have for news? So we had a CFRA. That's I guess it's some analyst company downgraded Ubisoft to sell amid weak net booking, and Tencent talks are stalling. Not getting now here in the article, but their price tag is now 10. So I always tell you, what do I tell you? I tell you that that it can't go to 9 euros. So my price tag is not even 10. My price tag is even under this. So, and when it would go to 9 euros, I would even buy more. So, but this is just what I would do, and I definitely don't recommend anything here. I actually do not want you to do anything here. I think you should just look me losing all my money, and then you can come to me. You can come to me and say, Mr. Orange, you are the most dumb person in the world told you so you lose all your money. So as you sometimes do it in the commentary section, or as those some of those haters on X, people hating so much against Ubisoft. Obviously, it's starting to become ridiculous. But some people, they get their clicks on their X posts also from this. So I'm not naming them because I still follow those people as well. Yeah, this is the one hand. So we had this downgrade. So talks about acquisition are stalling. And then we had, and here he is again, AJ Investment. So you remember when we were covering the letter of AJ Investment. So I'm not going back to this letter, but AJ Investment is, I think it was it Slovakia? I think it was, was it from Slovakia? An investment company from Slovakia this is IGN. So I'm not reading the article. So obviously I'm just showing you, go click on IGN. So I put a link in. I even make free publicity here for IGN. So yeah, they bought some stakes in Ubisoft, but under 1%, which is obviously not a lot. I'm also under 1% with my stakes in Ubisoft. So and they a bit like activist investors, so they were calculating that all the IPs together would have a certain value. I think it was something around about 30 euros. So, and this is their bet. So well, it's also a bit like my bet. So I'm not making fun of AJ Investment. So I think the investment thesis is pretty much similar to mine, but they now want to manifest in front of the Ubisoft building because Ubisoft was in talks with Microsoft and Electronic Arts. Apparently, I don't know if this really happened. Apparently, they were in talks with Microsoft and Electronic Arts about their IPs, about the franchises. This would mean that Microsoft or Electronic Arts would acquire one or another franchise. Like for example, they get the Division franchise, the Rayman franchise, or any other franchise, and then those games would then, for example, in the case of Microsoft, they would be exclusively released on Microsoft platforms, or maybe now on PlayStation 5 platforms as well. So, but yeah. There were talks. AJ Investments found out, and now they're angry. Now they want to manifest. They think the Ubisoft is not moving fast enough with their restructuring committee, with their restructuring plan. So everything is just too slow, and that's true. Ubisoft is very slow there since 2-3 years. All of this I think started 2-3 years ago. It started, and they're still not moving to any good spot. So they even cancelled games. They even ambitious projects they had, they cancel, they stop live service games, all of this. So you know the story. So, and then also the creative decisions, obviously in Assassin's Creed Shadows, is not very helpful, and they postponed this game several times. We have to admit this as well. So, all right, guys, read all of this. And then you can make up your own mind what you think about those activist investors. Do you think Ubisoft is an interesting investment here? Is an interesting thesis here? Is it something where you put a little bit money in because you just think like if I make my 20-30%, then I'm happy? Or do you even think that this is like could have chances to double, or you think it goes bankrupt and the stock is worth nothing and Mr. Orange loses all his money? Because I own now, I think 1,115 stocks. So my plan is to become a CEO of Ubisoft. Just kidding, obviously not. So for this I need 2,000 stocks. Just kidding. All right, guys. So not a financial advisor. This is just for information and entertainment purposes only, obviously, as you heard everything I said. And see you next time. Bye bye.